Hey Scorpio, Alice here with a weekly reading for you. This week I've decided, or I don't know if I really decided, I mean, ultimately, I guess I decided, but it just kind of was like, you should do this. So I'm going to do it. We're going to see the person that you're thinking of, the person that's on your mind, if they love you. It's a pretty straightforward question. Why is it such a straightforward question? Well, I'm glad you asked. No, you didn't ask, but I'm going to tell you because I wanted to use the Lenormand system, and the Lenormand system is very literal. And so I thought, literal system, straightforward question. Do they love you? Now, in the Lenormand system, we they, I don't know, it uses significators. So I have picked out significators for you and your person. You are going to be represented by this doe deer. I know it says female. You don't have to be female. It's just a card to represent you, and your person are these antlers. I know it says male. Your person does not have to be male. They do not have to be antlers or have antlers or be a deer or anything in that form. It's just to represent you and them. That is all. It's just energy. All right. So, do they love you? Does the person that Scorpio is thinking about, and that's on Scorpio's mind, do they love them? We're going to find out for this week, February 28th to March 4th. Now, this reading technically is timeless, so whenever you see it, even if, it's like way past the date, then perhaps there's a message for you. Perhaps you were meant to see it at that time. Also, this is a general reading, so keep that in mind. Not everything will resonate with you. Keep what does, leave what doesn't. Don't try to force it. And final sort of disclaimer here. I will say that the cards, since it is a literal system, it will tell you if they love you or if they don't, or, maybe there is, maybe there isn't. So like we're dealing with feelings, and I don't want you to get triggered, because here's the thing. Energy changes. This is just the current energy right now on how your person is feeling towards you for this week. It can change. Energy can change. No matter if this is good or bad, it can change. It can change by the time I'm done doing the reading. It could change by the time I'm even done doing the reading. So don't worry about it. Don't get it twisted. We're here for the insights, right? We're here to better ourselves. So, knowing that, the cards for me are a bit hit or miss. So I will also tell you that. I'll be honest. So I'm going to get an energy check on you and your person and the current energy with the dice. We'll see what the current energy there is for this week with the dice for you guys, because I find the dice are a lot more accurate, at least in my experience. The dice, honestly, if you take anything from the reading, just listen to what the dice have to say. To be honest, you don't even have to listen to what the cards say. That's the honest truth from me. But anyways, we're going to get an energy check-in. So what is the energy like in the connection between Scorpio and the person that they are thinking about, the person that's on their mind, for February 28th to March 4th? What is the current energy? Okay. So we have 4, 6, 6, 1. I know that doesn't mean anything to you, but it means something to me. So we have here the energy. We have Emperor energy. We have Virgo energy. We have Jupiter energy, and we have fire energy. So what does that all mean? Yeah, what does that mean? I feel like either you or your person, I feel like there's a bit of spying going on here. I don't know if it's really like spying, but there is an energy here of wanting to figure something out, to better understand something about the connection. It can be your energy, it can be your person's energy, but somebody is looking at this connection kind of analytical and trying to understand better, you know, possibly how to grow the connection. Like, yeah, there's a focus on that. I feel with this Emperor energy, it has to, whoever's doing this, it has to do with somebody who wants control. They like to have control, they like to have structure. It's a type of person that, like, they need to know what's going on. Like, they feel better if they know what's going on. Example. I'm going to give you an example to so you can understand the energy of where I'm coming from. So, like, for me, like, whenever, like, I go somewhere, like, if I have to go somewhere where I've never been before, I have to, like, look up, like, on Google Maps, and I have to know exactly what's around that place. How do I get that place? What is the outside of the building look like? If I have to go inside the building, like, if I have to go, like, on a certain floor or whatever, I want to know, like, where's the elevators? How do I get there? Like, I want to know all this shit. Why? Because in that scenario, I'm a bit of a control freak. I kind of just want to know where everything is before I get there, so there's no surprises. It's that type of energy. I'm not saying that you or your person is a control freak. It's just that's just the energy for the week here with the connection. Somebody just kind of is trying to better understand what's going on so that they feel like they are more in control of things, of the situation. Okay, I hope that made sense. So that's the energy here for you and your person, Scorpio, for this week. All right, let's see. Do they love you? We have stars. I like this card. I will say in this deck, this is like my favorite card in the deck. Oh, I just wanted to say that. Crossroads. Oh, okay. And book. All right. Here's your person. Anchor. Ship. I have a nautical thing going on here. Whip. Rider. And there's you. Okay. So, to answer the question, do they love you? There's no straight. I can tell you I can't definitely say yes. In order for me to definitely say yes, I would have to see heart here. I don't see heart here, so I can't definitely say yes to that. There are some challenging cards here, but like actually there's only one challenging card here, and that's whip over here. But other than that, there's a lot of neutral cards here, which is why it's a little bit tough for me to say. What I can say though is I kind of am leaning more towards at least a romantic sense. No, I don't really get a sense of romantic love here. That doesn't mean that it can't happen. I'm just saying right now in the energy, I don't get that here in the cards. Because when I see where you guys are, you're over here, and the female card in this deck faces left to right. So you are trying to exit the spread this way. Your person is over here. The male card looks from right to left. So they're trying to exit the spread here. You're both looking away from each other, and you're not even really close to each other. Now, if your person was up here and you were here, that would be the furthest that you could be away from each other. And I would probably say that you guys, I don't know, it's not working out for you. But you're not that far away from each other, but you're pretty far away from each other. But there are things that are between you. These cards are between you, and you guys are kind of not really acknowledging it. The main thing that you're not acknowledging is this anchor card, and the anchor card actually is a positive card. So I'll go through the positive cards. We have anchor and ship. These are two positive cards when we're dealing with connections, with relationships in that end. The anchor card is the end game card. This is the happy life, happy wife, whatever, you know what I mean, type of card. This is the end game. This is wanting it all. If you're thinking about tarot, this would be the Ten of Pentacles type of energy. The ship here is, having a successful connection as well. So I feel like you guys, there's something like that you're not really acknowledging here. It has to do with the idea of a successful relationship. I'm not saying whether or not you will or not, because we have stars and crossroad and books up here, and I'll get into that in a moment. Um, I'll just briefly say that it has something to do about, what do you want in life? What direction are you going? Like, trying to make a choice between which way you want to go in terms of what is it that you want. I feel like for you and or your person, that you guys maybe kind of don't really know what you want in life, like when it comes to a connection, that you're still trying to figure out what is it that I want. Do I want to get married? Do I not want to get married? Do I just want to like live with somebody? Do like, where do I like what is, success in a relationship for me? And I feel like that is what you guys are. It's not that you're thinking about, but it's like it's something that you're just not really worried about right now. That's probably not the right way to say it. It's just not really being acknowledged. um let's talk about placements here. So let's talk about you, Scorpio. This placement down here, out of all the placements here, is probably the worst place for you, because all of this is weighing on your mind, and all of this are things that you have a hard time dealing with. And here you're just trying to get out of the spread. It's not that you're trying to get out of the connection, but you're just trying to get out of the situation. It's like, I can't deal with this. I don't want to think about this. And that's like, get me the fuck out of this. That's where you are with this sort of connection for this week. So what is weighing down on you? We have book and we have ship. So um the information of what makes sort of a successful relationship is kind of weighing down on you. Like I said, if we look at these four cards here, we have rider, we have anchor, we have ship. I feel like you're trying to um you're trying to take action here and trying to figure out what it is that would be success to you when it comes to what a long-term relationship is. And I feel like this is kind of weighing down on you right now, or like for this week. um this whole sort of crossroad, anchor, rider, again, it's feeling like being at a crossroads, having to decide, you know what is it that I want, and then having to take action, then having to actually make a choice, whether you go left or whether you go right, type of thing. I feel like you're having a lot of difficulties this week trying to figure that out. We have rider, we have whip here. When it comes to taking action, it can be that either how do I put this? It can be that you may be, ignoring that you're kind of repeating this in your head, or like repeating the same actions over and over again. It can be that type of energy here, that maybe the stuff that you're going through in your head, the sort of the analytical, trying to understand things, trying to have control of, because I feel like now that's your energy. Now that I'm looking at all this, that is more on your energy, the dice energy. You're more in that emperor energy of wanting control and trying to analyze and think about what's going on and what is it that you want. I feel like you may be going in circles a little bit, and you're not really acknowledging that. It's like you're thinking of one thing, and then uh it's like, yeah, it's a bit of, yeah, going in circles. I don't really know how else to explain that. Yeah. So your person, your person who's over here, again, they're also exiting the spread. This stuff they're having difficulty with. But there are some things that they can handle. Well, not like they can handle. How would I put this? Like this stuff is weighing on them. This stuff is not so much weighing on them, but it's just beneath the surface. They're probably, it's not that they're not concerned about it, but they're just kind of not really letting it sort of get to them. So your person, what's weighing on them is that the stars here, stars about finding guidance, finding direction and where to go. And so when we have stars, crossroad, and anchor here, I feel like your person has probably, I wouldn't say they have a better idea of what they want out of like a long-term relationship, but I feel like they're probably more further along in knowing what it is that they want and what it is that they don't want. I kind of get that, but they still have difficulty dealing with it. It's not like they know exactly what they want or what they don't want. There's still some conflicts here that they have within them, probably trying to make compromises and expectations and all that other bullshit is probably what's going on here. I don't know for sure. I'm just just saying. So yeah, your person, you both are having difficulties trying to figure out which path that you want to go when it comes to what is it that you actually want out of a relationship, and then having to actually do it. You're both having difficulties with that. But I would say it's more on your side that you are more thinking about things more analytically and more wanting to better understand. Whereas I think your person is more looking in the direction of like looking more ahead, I guess you can say, of the direction they want to go when it comes to relationships for them. Yeah, so like I said, I can't really like answer whether they love you or not because I don't see anything. I don't see here whether they do or whether they don't. All I can see is that there are some conflicts here between you and your person, and one, like, the conflict is what is it that I want? What is it that I want out of a long-term relationship? What is it that I want, the end game to be? Like, is it, do I want to get married? Do I want to have a family? Do I want to have kids? Where do I want to live? Do I want to live in a house? Or like, yeah, it's all that. It's all that. Like, what do you want out of a partner? Do you want to have a partner who, I don't know, like, who's there all the time? Do you want to stay home with the kids? Do they want to stay home with the kids? If you do get married, is it going to be in a church or like what? Like, it's all these types of questions. And I feel like you, Scorpio, are perhaps being a little bit analytical about it, but I'm not saying it's a bad thing. It's not a bad thing to think about. It's good to kind of make a list of what it is that you want and what it is that you don't want. Something that I was told that may be helpful to you is when you're thinking about these things, about what is it that you want out of a relationship, sometimes it's better to know what it is that you don't want, and to make an actual sort of list of the things that you don't want, because when you're in a relationship or when you meet somebody and it's all new and you're in the honeymoon phase, you tend to gloss over a lot of those things. Like, oh well, like let's say one of your deal breakers is smoking. You're like, I cannot be with somebody who smokes. That's it. I don't want to be with somebody who smokes. Then you meet somebody and they're wonderful and they're charming and you're attracted to them and they're attracted to you, and and you get talking and stuff, and then they go outside and they take out a cigarette, and you don't want that, because in the long term that it's just going to cause problems for you. Maybe I don't know, whatever. Like maybe it's caused problems for you in the past when you've dated somebody who smoked and it was just like, no, 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 I'm not doing that again. But then they start smoking, and you tell yourself, make yourself excuses. You're like, I mean, is it really that big of a deal? And you live in the moment. You're like, it's fine. I can look past it. And you get into the relationship. But here's the thing, eventually there's a reason why you decided you don't want to date anybody who smokes. Because eventually down the line in the relationship, it's going to cause a problem. And if like the advice was to write down the things that you absolutely do not want in a relationship and stick to it. When you get into that sort of honeymoon phase, that phase of everything's great and all that, look to your list and be like, what is it that you don't want? Because it may cause a problem. I mean, this person, they can be whatever, that one person that, maybe it's not that big of a deal with. Maybe things change. Maybe they quit smoking. Maybe they've wanted to quit smoking, but they've never had like a reason to quit smoking. Or maybe they've never actually tried and, they're willing to try with you. And, if you're going to be there with them, I mean, it will be challenging, of course. But if they're willing and you're willing, then maybe. But I feel like those are exceptions to the rule. So, yes, it's probably a little bit better to make that list. I don't know. That's just, unsolicited advice from a VTuber who doesn't really know what she's talking about. Okay. Anyways, this reading's gone on long. Scorpio, this is your reading. Thanks for watching. I hope that you found something that was insightful, or you found something that was helpful for you. If you did, please like and subscribe. I would appreciate it. It helps me to do more with the channel. Yeah, good luck with this week for you. I hope you have a good day or good night wherever you are. Take care, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.